World Series for Chris Taylor. Taylor ties it. 12-12.
Chris Taylor, not one, not two, but three. Chris Taylor, the night of his life.
Reyes fires, swinging a drive, deep left field. This is way back. Walk him off. Chris Taylor.
Steakhouse nachos, drenched in zesty, indulgent kisses.
Yes, you will.
And you don't. And you steakhouse.
Don't take it away.
The greatest player of all time is going to be joining my team today, and his name is Chris Taylor. Now, you might not think Chris Taylor is the greatest player of all time, but if you look at the attributes, they lead you to believe that Chris Taylor is the greatest player of all time, and he is. Mike Trout is also here. He looks alright. So yeah, I'm going to take Chris Taylor. He's going to be leading the team into battle today, and hopefully I get a win. Alright, there's the first strikeout. I'm using Bob Gibson this game because I did end up winning 3 games in Weekend Classic, despite starting off 0-3. So I'm happy to have him on my team. He's starting this game, and I'm expecting him to do good because, I mean, he should. There's 2. Uh-oh. Alright, well, Ben Zobrist is going to hit double, and now there's a runner in scoring position. Alright, well, apparently Bob Gibson is garbage. You start off the game with 2 strikeouts, and now it's hit city. I don't understand. Alright. There's a third out. I'm losing by 2. Alright, first pitch, first swing, first hit. I got Daniel Murphy in the lineup, never used him. Let's see how he does in the game. Daniel Murphy used to be one of my favorite players to use in this game before he retired. So I'm happy he's back in the game. No. Are you kidding me? Apparently that's a tag. Alright, Mike Trout. That's going to be just a single, but he has good speed. I might be able to steal a base. And I strike out like a fool. And there's the inning. Alright, so I guess this guy is done hitting his perfects and his home runs, and he's back to swinging at pitches that hit the dirt. What the heck was that? This game is already crazy things are already happening in this game. Goodbye. You gotta be kidding me. If he hits a home run. Who saw that coming? Alright. Bob Gibson gets out of the inning. He's thrown like a million pitches because every single at-bat's going to full count, but he got through it. I need to score. Nice stink. Since when did Clayton Kershaw throw 97? I don't think he ever did. That's just nonsense. Man, I am doing very poorly today. Well, I mean, I haven't played for like a week, so I guess this isn't. I guess this is to be expected. I mean, Bob Gibson's racking up the strikeouts. The problem is that he's thrown 51 pitches and he's got like, what, like 7 outs? Alright, there's 8 for Bob Gibson. He's been pretty good after giving up that home run. There's another strikeout. Bob Gibson, he's striking out batters. I need to start hitting the baseball though. Lou Gehrig. It's a routine ground ball. Alright, here's the man, the myth, the legend himself, Chris Taylor. What's he gonna do? That was my bad, I swung at a bad pitch. Chris Taylor would never do that in real life. Well, 3 innings down the drain and I've done nothing offensively. There's another strikeout. That's 10, so that means every out of this game is been because of a strikeout. Which, you know, I mean, that's pretty good, but it also means that the pitch count's super high. I don't think Bob Gibson's making it out of the 5th inning. Another strikeout for Gibson. Bob Gibson has showed up to the field and he is very angry that the offense is not giving him any runs, so he is striking everybody out. There's another strikeout. Bob Gibson striking out the whole team, but I can't score any runs. Alright. Come on, I need to get some runs off of Clayton Kershaw. It's almost October, so you know. That's typically when Kershaw becomes terrible, so you know, late September, early October, it's the same thing. Alright, well, it's not October yet. It's still September. And Mike Trout, and that's going to be the ugliest hit I've ever seen, and his center fielder's not picking up the ball. And that's going to be an out, because I don't know. It's just an out because it's an out. Maybe I should another weak dribbler, and then it'd be a base hit instead of a hard line drive. Alright, apparently hitting a weak dribbler isn't the way to get a hit. Alright, so now the game doesn't make any sense. You hit a line drive, you don't get a hit. You hit a weak ground ball, you don't get a hit. So how do you get a hit? They need to make a tutorial how to get a base hit in MLB The Show, because the instructions are very unclear. Yeah, Bob Gibson is somehow already tired. The legendary Bob Gibson is tired in the 5th inning and he hasn't even gotten an out. And there's a walk. Alright, come on. Double play. Alright. I don't know why Gehrig didn't just step on the base, but it's a double play nonetheless. This is probably going to end up being Bob Gibson's last inning, because apparently Bob Gibson, who pitched complete games every time he pitched in real life, can't even pitch 5 innings in this game. Alright, Bob Gibson makes the play, and there's 5 innings, so pretty decent start for Bob Gibson, but he's got no run support. Oh man, this has been some Yoshinobu Yamamoto type run support right here. Alright, there's a base hit. Will it be a double? It will be a double. It might be a triple. I can't risk it. And that's gonna be a weak fly ball. Well, Chris Taylor's gonna come up with a chance to tie the game. And we all know that he's going to come through. Chris Taylor? Get down. No. Well, Bob Gibson pitched 5 innings, and apparently pitching 5 innings in this game means that your arm's about to fall off. So, he's done. I don't understand that. It's something that they added in the game this year that I think is really annoying, is that your starting pitchers just get tired so quickly. It's like, last time I checked, Tommy John surgery doesn't exist in MLB The Show, so why are my pitchers getting tired? There's one out. Alright, there's two. That is a perfect pitch from Munoz. How many times has this guy struck me out with a high fastball in this game? It's way too many times, I'll tell you that much. And Daniel Murphy. It's a late swing, but that's going to be the first run on the board. Daniel Murphy getting the job done, hitting a home run. There we go, 1-run game. Man, that is a quick hook if I've ever seen one. Kershaw gave up 1 run and he's out of the game. And that's going to be another out because hitting line drives is out. It means an out in this game. You know what I just realized is that this guy only has switch hitters and left-handed hitters in his lineup, so that makes Bob Gibson striking out the whole team even more impressive. Alright. Alright, there's 2 strikeouts for Chapman. Get Schwarber, then I gotta tie the game at the bottom of the inning. Alright. Got him. It's a scoreless inning. Down by 1. Gotta tie the game. This guy left Gossage in to face Griffey. I don't know if that's a good idea. That was a very, very bad idea. That was a horrible idea. What was this guy thinking? That was something Aaron Boone would do. Again, this guy left Rich Gossage in for too long. Because that's back-to-back home runs, and that's a lead. And he's still keeping Gossage in. This guy just saw Rich Gossage give up back-to-back home runs, and he's keeping him in. And he got lucky. Alright, now Gossage is out of the game. Alright, there's no way. And a weak pop-up. And now I'm the idiot who's leaving my reliever in for too long. You know what's going to make me even more of an idiot? I'm keeping him in. Face Moustakis. Yep. Sometimes that's the price you pay. Sometimes you want to get a matchup with one hitter, but it means you have to have a bad matchup with the other hitter. And the hitter you don't have the good matchup against hits a home run. That just happens sometimes. Alright. Got Trout looking. One more out until I go to the bottom of the 8th. Fastball high and away. Got him. Alright. It's a tie game going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Beltran. There's one out. And that's going to be an out. I'm telling you, Danny Coulomb, his pitches are legitimately just wizardry. They don't make any sense. That's a mistake. I'll just say it right now. That is a mistake taking Danny Coulomb out. Never mind. Alright, well, it's a tie game going to the 9th inning. I'm going to bring Danny Coulomb in. I had to face him. No, I'm going to use him. And of course, the pitcher I can't hit, this guy hits a go-ahead home run the 9th inning against. Alright, well, there's one out. There's 2. And that's going to be 3. Well, I'm down 1 going to the bottom of the 9th. Someone's going to have to walk it off. Alright, Mason Miller. Fastball, slider, circle, change. Let's see what I can do. It's the greatest take of all time. And it's a walk. Tying run is on base. Winning run is at the plate. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. That was a meatball. No. I didn't even press the swing button. I literally, didn't even press it. And not only was it a swing, it was a full swing, and it was a double play to end the game. You've got to be kidding me. Well, that game was stupid, but whatever. Well, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.